Hello guys and welcome back. So in the last video we just created this like repository where we're going to be handling our like button, okay, and also the like model, which is this. Okay, let's close these two classes. We're about done here. Okay, now in the like button here, let's get the real data from Firestore. Okay, so what to get this, we need to wrap this animated builder into a stream builder. Okay, so that we can show the real data here, okay, from the stream builder, which is going to be streaming from our Firestore. Okay, so let's cut this out. Okay, let's cut it, and then here we want to return a stream builder, which will also have an int here, okay, because that's the number of likes. Okay, here we need to create a stream. Let's call it like count stream. Okay, like count stream. Okay, we need to create this stream up here, and then here we need to create a builder, which is just going to be context and index. Okay, index like that, and then we need to return a widget. So here that's where we will return our widget, but before we return that, so maybe let's first close that, and then here down here we want to return our animated builder. This we need to call return. Okay, now before we return this, let's first have some checks. Okay, so first we want to check if we have data. That's when we are going to set. We will check if we have data, if we have it, and then we are going to set them to the like here. Okay, so let's do if maybe let me put a comment. So I'm gonna say update stream count when the new data arrives. Okay, just in case we are in this class and then we did not like this, somebody else like this, we should see this updating. Okay, or even if us we like it, but for us we are going to also have this local, like this one. Okay, when we click here we're going to update it locally so that we can see the changes immediately, and then in the background Firestore will update. But if someone else update, we will also need to be seeing the likes changing here. Okay, because we are using Firebase and the stream builder, so we can be getting the live data. Okay, so we're going to say stream count when new data arrives. Okay, that's what we are going to say here. Okay, so here we have to check, yeah, if I'm not gonna check the index, I need to check the snapshot. Okay, yeah, this has to be snapshot. Sorry, snapshot. Let's not call it index. Okay, let's copy that and then paste that. If snapshot dot has data, what we want to do is to local. So instead of local like count, let's update the stream like count. Okay, because on top here we're going to make another stream of like count. Okay, so let's name it stream like count. This is going to equal to snapshot dot data. Okay, now we also need to add a now check over here. Okay, now we need to find a way also to avoid, because what I'm trying to say is here on the local side, when we update here, when we click here, we're going to update the local count, and then while the database is updating. Okay, but if we continuously clicking here, we need to avoid updating if the update is still updating. I mean the background is still updating in Firestore. Okay, so here let's have a check. Let's say only update local count. I'm gonna say local count if there is no pending data. Okay, no pending local update. I'm gonna call it no pending local update. Okay, so this one is the one that will safeguard us from just count when we like mash this. Okay, it won't update until the current update has been updated. Okay, if the current like process is finished. So here we're going to create another boolean on top here, which will set the flag for that. Okay, so here we're gonna say if not this one we're going to say has local update, like that. And then here now we're gonna say local account is going to equal to stream this one, stream like count. Okay, that one. Okay, so don't worry about this because we're about to create these on top now, that so that you understand. Okay, now that we have this, we have the checks here. We need to create the stream, we need to create the stream like count, and then this boolean, yeah, and the stream like count. Okay, so let's go on ahead and do that. So on top here, let's come over here. Here what we want to do is first we also want to get the stream like count. Okay, stream like count, we are going to initialize this to 0, and then we also need to get a boolean has this is going to be has local local update. Okay, so this we want to initialize to false. As local update, we want to initialize to false. Now right after this one we need to get initialize the like repository. Okay, like repository. Okay, final like repository, it's going to equal to like repository dot like repository, and then let's get a let stream like stream. Okay, so this I'm gonna call it we've already named it down here, this one. Okay, like count stream. Okay, which is this one. And then next, what do we need? Let's make a subscription to this like count stream. Okay, so we're gonna get a stream subscription. Okay, yeah, stream subscription int, and then like subscription, I'm gonna call it like subscription, like this. Okay, so now that we have initialized these, which are these ones, next we need to create add now the methods to get to access these likes, and then also to subscribe, and then to update the likes inside the database, to update them to the local and the stream like counts. Okay, so that's all of that is going to happen here. Okay, so first let's get the like subscription. Maybe let's yeah, this is gonna call like subscription. Like subscription is going to equal to likes repository. Yeah, things like that. Okay, you can see that the AI knows what we're doing. Let's click tab. So this is going to get from likes repository. Now we need to check if it is liked. Okay, so instead of that, we're gonna call our method has liked. Yeah, so let me remove all of that and then just say has liked. Now in the has liked, we need to pass the wallpaper ID, which is going to come from widget dot wallpaper ID, and then we also need to pass the UID, which comes from widget dot UID, and then after that we need to listen. Okay, because it's a stream, we have to listen to this stream. Okay, so next after this, okay, what's the problem here? So the subscription, we set it as it has to be a bool here. Okay, because we want to check if we liked it or not. Okay? Now here we need to check liked. Okay, we're going to return the boolean liked. Now inside here, that's when now we need to return our method. So here now we need to check if is like, actually we're just gonna set state here. Okay, set state, and then let's remove all of this. Okay, so is liked, we're just gonna set it to like. So once again, let me just explain this code here. We are subscribing to the like repository. We are going to be, every time we have to check if we liked this. Okay, so if this wallpaper is liked, we are going to set the value to is liked. This one now is going to be the one which is going to change this like button. If we have liked it, is going to be liked. Okay, so yeah, that's what this code does. Maybe let me also just localize this with an underscore. Let's put an underscore there. Like subscription, or it's actually this one, like subscription. Okay, this like subscription. Now after we subscribe here, because after this is set down here also, before still inside here, we need now to update the likes. Okay, so which is going to be like count stream is going to come from like repository, and then get like count, our method to get like count. Okay, why can't we get this method? What did we call it? Get likes count. Okay, now we're just gonna pass that repository. So this, we are going to set the like count stream to that. Okay, I hope you understand, because here we're just gonna get all the likes which is in here and set them here on in its state when we start the screen. Okay, now we just need to update this toggle like, so that we can add all the functionalities to update this accordingly. Okay, so first of all, let's remove this. The first thing that we want to check, of course, is we want only the user who is authenticated can be able to like the wallpaper. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing that we are doing on this button. So let's go to wallpaper in the bottom content, and then where is that check? This is the check that we are doing. Okay, we're just gonna copy that, then come to like button, and then paste it as a first method here. But here we need to call widget. Okay, widget.uid is empty. We need to say please log in to like wallpaper. Okay, so let's save so that the code formats. Now right after this one, we are going to toggle this flag. Okay, this has local update. Okay, so we're gonna say, I'm just gonna put the comment set flag, set flag for local update. So we're just gonna set that to true. So once you click here, we are going to set this to true, so that if everything else is done below here, we're going to set it to false. Okay, so as long as this is true, this won't update unless it is false. That's why here we are checking. Okay, so once you click the like button and you are authenticated, we are going to set that variable to true. Okay, now after setting it to true, we are going to optimistically update the UI, because like I said, once you update here, for you to get the real-time update with your click, you might have slower internet. So you may like here, this can animate, but the number, it's reading from fast and then it will show, but that's not what we want. We want, when we click here, we can just update the local variable, this local number. Okay, because it's going to have the current likes. We can just update it, and then later on Firestore will update, and then we'll have that same updated number here. Okay, so here, that is what we are going to do. Let's do, I'm just gonna write the comment. Okay, So here I'm gonna say optimistically, okay, optimistically update the local like count, okay, so that to update the UI, okay, yeah, to update the UI, okay. So here we need to set the state for the local like, but we're not gonna do it like this because we need to set the state here, okay. Set the state like this. First we're gonna set is like to not is liked, and then after that we're gonna get the local account. Yeah, so the local account, we actually not going to get it like this because now we can get the likes from the stream, okay. So here we need to check stream like count. Yeah, exactly like this, okay. Stream like count plus, if it is liked, we are going to remove -1, else we are going to add +1. Actually, this is the opposite of what I want to do. What I need is to, if it is liked, we're going to do that. What's going on here? Okay, let's see. I don't think this looks right. Actually it's right, okay. So if it is liked, we're going to minus the number which is there, are going to -1, else we're going to add -1, okay. So that's what we are going to do here, just to update this really quickly before, and then Firebase can update in the background, okay. Now next we're going to now toggle like, okay. So on all of this, once you click, it's going to update just locally here so that a current user can see the change. Now after this, we need to do it now in Firestore. So now we're gonna say wrap all of this in the try catch, okay. Let's do catch and then like that, okay. Now inside here, all we want to do is just to maybe that's a wait like repository dot toggle like, okay. So let's make this asynchronous, okay. So we're just gonna toggle like over here, okay. Now on success, we're gonna wait for it. Let's do on success, we're gonna update the local account, which is also going to be set state. Now here we're just going to simply get the local account, and then we're going to set actually this streamed like count. We're going to update it with the local like count, okay. It's going to equal to the local like count, and then now since we are done, we have to set this back to false, okay. That's what we're gonna do. Now that's all in this method. Now we just need to do in the catch here. So in the catch, we're going to, if we have an error, we're going to revert everything the way it was, okay. So if we have an error, we're not gonna like it. We're going to put everything the way it was, which means this is liked is going to be equal to back, and then local like count is going to equal to what we have streamed, and then this is also going to set back to false. Now if it is mounted here, we have to show a snack bar, okay. If mounted, gonna say show error snack bar, it's going to be like that, okay. Again, we have to put the brackets. I think we need to put another bracket and then close it out like that, okay. Let's put the comma, then we can also put the constant keyword here, okay. So if we have an error, we are going to show the snack bar like this. And then after all of these, because this is the method to handle, like after all of these, we also need to have a dispose so that we can dispose all of these controllers, okay. So first we're going to dispose the like controller, and then we're going to also dispose that subscription controller, okay. So that's about it. Hopefully you guys understand what I was doing here, but if you have any errors or questions, just put them in a Q&A, and I always respond to these, okay. So I think now we can give it a try. You see if we can like this for real. Okay. So let's hot reload. Okay, now I'm gonna minimize first of all. And then let's go to WallShare. So again, okay, I think I'm gonna pick this sunset one, okay? Because we want to like and see if it will update here. So where's that sunset? I think it's this one, okay? So let's try to hit on a like. Okay, so already, okay. There was an error setting a like button and then it has riveted. But also it started from that and then it did minus. Okay, I think I know where the problem is. So let's come here. This code did not seem right to me. So I'm gonna add here and then put minus here. Let's hot reload. Let's get in here and then let's try to like. Okay, now we have liked that. Okay, but we're still getting an error, so we need to check what error we are getting. Okay, all right, again, you know that we have to go to that method which is like a repository, because where we are getting an error is when we toggle like here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is actually just to log it here. Okay, let's log it, then error, toggle liking error, and then we just need to hot reload this. All right, now we just need to test it so that we can just look at that error. And then let's just have a look at it. Yeah, so like is not a subtype of string and map dynamic in cast. Okay, I think I know the problem. We forgot to add here to map. Okay, we need to say to map here so that the like is added to Firestore. Now if we come back here, let's just hot reload one more time, and then now we'll be able to like. Okay, you can see we don't have the error. If we come back here, you can see that the like is updated. Okay, so that's gonna be it, guys. We are able to like. Now let's see if we unlike and then come back. We're gonna see this updated over here. Okay, so we have a problem here because the set state ran where we exited the screen. Okay, because this one we are running it inside, we are not checking if it is mounted. Okay, so let's cut this, and then also make sure it will only do that if it's mounted. Now we can remove this. Okay, yeah, now let's hot reload, because this set state we only want to make sure that the class is mounted. Okay, so let's get inside here. Now let's just quickly do that and then come out. We want to see this update, even if, yeah, you can see that it has worked. Even if we are not in that class, it updated in Firestore. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys, and thank you and see you in the next video.